Hello friends, welcome to my channel. As we all know that current affairs in agriculture plays a very crucial and important role in your selection for different ICR examinations. Whether it is SRF exam or JRF exam, ARS net exam, certain questions are coming from this segment. So today we will cover some important statistics related to current affairs in agriculture. And this will be a series. Today we will cover part 1 and soon you will get part 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th in my channel so that you can update all your current affairs in agriculture. So the best way to utilize this video is to have a pen and copy with you and note down important statistics as we go along. So here we go. The first part which we will cover is share of agriculture in GDP. So the agriculture sector employs nearly half of the workforce and the exact statistic is 54.6% according to census 2011. So sometimes you will see this question in exam in one or another form. Now coming to the share of agriculture in national GDP. This is such a type of question which is coming again and again in exams. So we have to know that the contribution of agriculture sector in national GDP is drastically being decreased. In 1950 it was 50%. In 2015 it was 15.4% and the latest data suggests in 2019 it is 17.5%. So mostly they will ask of about year 2019. So the right answer will be 17.5% at current prices in 2015 and 16. Now the share of agriculture, forestry and fisheries, if you talk about in terms of gross value added, in year 2018 was 14.4%. Now if you compare the agriculture growth rate in different years, then in 2016-17 it was 6.30%, in 2017-18 it was 5% and in 2018-19 is 2.90%, which is estimated, and we can clearly see that the agriculture growth rate has declined along the years. So now coming up to the land holdings. Sometimes in examinations you will find many questions from this area. So I have tried to capture all the data in one slide. So the first point to note here is number of operational marginal land holdings which are less than 1 hectare area are 68.5%. That's why we say that in Indian agriculture is dominated by marginal and small farmers. The number of small land holdings having area of 1 hectare to 2 hectare land is 17.7%. And number of large land holdings which are more than 4 hectare area is 4.3%. So when you look into the pie chart which I have given in the left side of this slide, you can find that the number of land holdings in millions which belongs to small and marginal area is 86.2% and 13.2% belongs to medium area. While when you look upon the operational area in million hectares, then you will find that 47.3% of the area belongs to small and marginal area and 43.6% belong to medium operational area and 9% of operational area in million hectares belong to large category. So now total operational holding in our country is 145.73 million. It is total number of operational holdings. Now when we convert it into area, in terms of area, then the gross cropped area of our country is 198.36 million hectare and the net sown area which is being repetitively asked in examinations is 140.13 million hectare. It has reduced. Now average landholding size of our country is 1.08 hectares. That's why we always try to develop that type of technologies which can operate in small landholding size also. So now coming to a new area, food grain production in our country. This is the area from where you will find 2 or 3 questions 100% in examinations. So I have given data of 2 years 2018 and 19 and 2019 and 20. So I will narrate only the data related to 2019-20. You can note down of the data of 2018 and 19 also, but we will focus more on the data of 2019 and 20 because it is the latest data. And most probably this data will be asked in coming examinations. So the total food grain production in the year 2019-20 is 291.95 million tons. If we segment this food grain data or if you look crop wise, then coming to rice, the total production of rice in 2019-20 year is 117.47 million tons. Wheat 106.21 million tons. Nutri and core cereal 45.24 million tons. Maize 28.08 million tons. Total pulse production. This is a question which you can find again and again in examinations, because pulses is an area where government is focusing so much, and we are the largest producer of pulses, but still the productivity of pulses in our country is very low. That's why the total pulse production of the year 2019-20 is 23.02 million tons. In terms of oilseeds, 34.19 million tons, in gram 11.22 million tons, soybean 13.62 million tons, rapeseed and mustard 9.11 million tons, groundnut 8.24 million tons, cotton 34.89 million bales, jute and mustard 9.81 million bales. Sugarcane, again sugarcane is such a crop which you will see in examinations. Sometimes they ask the production of sugarcane. It is 353.85 million tons. And all the data which I have gathered to show you, I have taken data from the authentic government reports, mostly Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare reports. I have given the sources in this slide also. Now, if you want to look the data related to different type of crops, in several crops, in other crops which I have not mentioned and discussed, this is the link where you can find the data. This is the government report released by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, where you find the data related to all food grains and other crops. So now we talk about the area under different crops, which I have given you in terms of million hectare, and productivity in terms of kg per hectare. Sometimes you will find questions from this segment also, where they will ask the area under particular crop or productivity of particular crop. So if you look into the area of total food grains, then the total area covered by food grains is 127.56 million hectare, and productivity is 2233 kg per hectare. Likewise, if you see rice, it is 43.79 million hectare, and productivity is 2578 kg per hectare. Wheat 29.58 million hectare, and productivity is 3371 kg per hectare. Likewise, you can note down related to Nutri and core cereal, related to maize, pulses. Pulses I will also tell you, I will narrate you, because pulses is again an important area where questions are coming up. So the area of pulses in our country is 29.99 million hectare, and productivity is 841 kg per hectare, which I already told you that pulses productivity in our country is low, where government is focusing. Now, likewise, you can note down the data related to gram, oilseeds, soybean, rapeseed and mustard, groundnut, cotton, jute and mesta, sugarcane. Again, I will narrate sugarcane data, that is 4.73 million hectare, and productivity is 79,650 kg per hectare. So from this slide, you can note down important crops. So I will suggest to remember sugarcane, cotton, pulses, maize, wheat and rice. But you should remember all of this. They can ask anyone, but the points which I have narrated are more important. Now, if you want to collect data of all other crops also, so this is the PDF from Agriculture Cooperation Department, which you can download, and you can look the data for other crops also. Now, this is the area, this is the favorite area of the exam setters. They ask many questions from this area. So we will revise, and this is the area while talking we feel proud of also, because from the time of Green Revolution till today, India has emerged as the largest producers of more than 80% of agriculture commodities. Yes, we are the largest producers of more than 80% of agricultural commodities. So we are the largest producer of milk, spices, millets, jute, ginger, banana, castor oil seeds, mangoes, safflower oil seeds, papaya, coconut, pea and okra. There are many more lists, but I have listed here only those which are frequently coming in examinations. Now, India is also the second largest producer of wheat, rice, tea, sugarcane, onion, potato, garlic, silk, brinjal, cabbage, cauliflower, and mostly the first largest and the first rank goes to China. So mostly in most of the crops you will find that India is the second largest producer of this crop after China. So I have listed down in which China is ahead of us. Now, if you look state-wise production, this is the area where from where they are picking one or two questions again and again. So we will look into the data which was released by ministry, and it is available in their website of 2018 and 19. So if we talk about food grains, so UP is leading, followed by Madhya Pradesh and Punjab. right? So the sequence in which I have given this data, like first state followed by second followed by third, in this way I have seen many multiple choice question where 4 options is like this only. That's why I have arranged data in descending order. So I have the first state which I have written in bold terms is the largest producer of that crop. So in food grains, UP is leading. In rice, you can see West Bengal is the leader, followed by Punjab and UP. In wheat, you can see UP is again the leader, followed by Punjab and Madhya Pradesh. Likewise, you can note about Nutri-Core cereal, maize, pulses. I will again tell you Madhya Pradesh, followed by Rajasthan, followed by Maharashtra. Sugarcane, UP, followed by Maharashtra, followed by Karnataka. Likewise, you can note down of oil seeds, soybean, rapeseed and mustard, groundnut, cotton and sunflower. So again, these are the crops which I have listed from full list of the crops which are important and which are being repeatedly asked in examinations. So now when we look about the horticulture production, because many questions you will find from this area, and especially for those students who are preparing JRF in horticulture area or SRF in horticulture area, so this is the area where you will find a lot of data. So now highest stage wise production, if you look, so mango, the leader state is Uttar Pradesh, lychee, Bihar, pineapple, West Bengal, citrus, Andhra Pradesh, orange, Maharashtra, banana, Tamil Nadu, guava, Madhya Pradesh, grapes, Maharashtra, apple, Jammu and Kashmir. And now, if you look, the largest fruit producing state in India, it is Andhra Pradesh, followed by Maharashtra, followed by Uttar Pradesh. And largest vegetable producing state in India is West Bengal, followed by Uttar Pradesh, followed by Madhya Pradesh. Now, if you look highest state-wise horticulture production of other horticultural crops like areca nut, cocoa, coconut. So this is the slide from where you can note down. For especially cut flowers, West Bengal is the leader. Loose flowers, Tamil Nadu is the leader. Coconut, Tamil Nadu is the leader. Total spices, Andhra Pradesh is in first rank. And total plantation crop, Tamil Nadu is first rank. So you can note down two important points from here. Is India is the largest producer, consumer and exporter of spices and spices products. And India is the largest producer of coconut with maximum area in Kerala. So these are certain facts which I have collected from ministries' websites and reports which you will find in one or other form in your examinations from general agriculture area. Now coming to some very important aspects, some important data related to horticulture. So the total horticultural production in our country in 2018 to 19 was 314.67 million tons, and total fruit production was 97.38 million tons. Total vegetable production was 187.36 million tons. Total onion production 23.28 million tons. Total potato production 52.96 million tons. Total tomato production 19.66 million tons. Total spices production 8.61 million tons, and total area under horticulture crops, this is very important to note down, is 25.87 million hectare. And horticulture productivity in our country is 12.16 quintal per hectare. So these are the two important points to note down, that India ranked first in mango, banana, amla, pomegranate, sapota. However, overall if you look, that India is the second largest producer of fruits. Likewise, overall India is the second largest producer of vegetables after China, and India ranked first in production of peas and okra. India ranks second in brinjal, cabbage, cauliflower and onion. India ranked third in potato and tomato. So the per capita availability, many times you will find this question in exams. Per capita availability of fruits is 207.90 gram per person per day in our country. And per capita availability of vegetables is 393.76 gram per person per day. So per capita availability, you can understand that how much vegetable is available to a per person per day in our country. So now coming to a livestock, data related to livestock. Many times you will find certain questions from the livestock area, and this is the area where students are focusing less because they think that this is the area which belongs to veterinary. But certain questions are coming up, and if you solve those questions in right direction, so your chances of getting good rank increases. So the total livestock population in our country, according to the statistics of 2019 and 20, latest one, is 535.78 million. And India ranked first in milk production, which is 187.70 million tons, according to the statistics of 2019-20. And per capita availability of milk is 394 gram per person per day. And this per capita availability is maximum in Punjab, that is 1181 gram per day per person. And also India ranked third in terms of egg production. If you compare with the world, so India rank is third in terms of egg production, and we are producing 100 billion of egg. In 2019 we have produced 100 billions of egg. So India is ranked first in total livestock production, milk production, cattle population, buffalo population, goat milk production, total bovine population. We have first among the world. India ranks second in goat population, beastal population, fish production. India ranked third in sheep production and egg production. India ranked fourth in chicken production. India ranked fifth poultry, meat production, poultry production and meat production. So now when we look related to data related state wise, so we will find that the maximum milk producing state is Uttar Pradesh, and per capita availability of milk is highest in Punjab. However, the production is highest in Uttar Pradesh, but the per capita availability of milk is highest in Punjab, that is 1120 gram per person per day. And largest egg producing state is Andhra Pradesh. Per capita availability of egg is also maximum in Andhra Pradesh. Largest meat producing state is UP. Largest goat meat producing state is West Bengal. Largest poultry and sheep meat producing state is Andhra Pradesh. Largest wool producing state is Rajasthan. State with largest number of indigenous milk cows is Madhya Pradesh. State having largest number of crossbred cows is Tamil Nadu. State having maximum number of poultry birds is Andhra Pradesh. State having maximum number of mules is Jammu and Kashmir, and overall the state having the highest number of livestock is Uttar Pradesh. Likewise, you can note down again from this slide that the state having the largest cattle population is Madhya Pradesh, buffalo population is Uttar Pradesh, sheep population Andhra Pradesh, goat Rajasthan, pig Assam, camel Rajasthan, Mithun Arunachal Pradesh, yak Jammu and Kashmir, horses Uttar Pradesh and donkey Rajasthan. So largest share in milk production, if you look the data according to state wise, then the largest share in milk production is UP, 16.5% of the total gross production of milk production in our country, followed by Rajasthan 12.7%. Largest share in egg production is Andhra Pradesh 18.7%, followed by Tamil Nadu 18.3%. Largest share in meat production Uttar Pradesh 15%, followed by Maharashtra 12.1%. The percentage which I have shown here is the percentage in the total production of that unit. Right, so this is the report, this is the PDF report from where I have taken data. Because friends, this is the data which I have tried to capture related to the overall scenario of agriculture in our country, from where you will certainly 100% find 2-3 questions coming up in your examinations. So this is the first part where I have given you the overall scenario of agriculture in India. In part second, part third, part fourth, part fifth, this will be a series in which I will cover all the aspects of current affairs, including government schemes which government had recently launched in terms of agriculture, because many questions are coming from those schemes, especially in this time of corona. Government has announced a special package in agriculture, and there are many sub-components of that package. New mobile apps has been launched, so we will discuss all those things. And if you are regular with these videos, make your notes in a particular copy, revise them, and surely many questions you will find from these areas, these parts. So be regular with me, and I will release all the parts of current affairs in every week. One module will be there in this channel. So I hope you like this data, and I have shown the links of different government reports also. You can download those reports and you can have more data in addition to the data which I have shown to you. I hope this part first will be very helpful for your preparations. All the best, and meet you in the second part. Thank you so much.